We are the Real Screeners, and we are back at the Alamo Drafthouse here in El Paso, Texas. My name is Beto, and this is my co-host Lenny. We are excited to be here finally after 1 year of theaters being closed. This place is flocking. People are coming to see Godzilla vs. Kong, and that's what brings us here. Godzilla vs. Kong has been certified fresh on the tomato meter.
Deservedly so.
Deservedly so, but we want to hear what audiences truly think about this movie. If you are tuning in for the first time to our channel, and if you like our content, please hit that subscribe button, that notification button, share and like. We're here at the Alamo Drafthouse on the west side of El Paso, and I am here with two customers, Ruben and Chris, who just got out of Godzilla vs. Kong 2021. Are you guys Godzilla or King Kong fans?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, yes?
I gotta go with Team Kong. I don't know.
Team Kong. Okay, and are you Team Kong as well?
Team Kong.
Team Kong, okay. How would you compare it to other Godzilla and King Kong movies? Would you say you liked it more? Was it, was there something special about it?
You know what? I feel this was the best by far. Epic fights and a fantastic ending.
Awesome. Okay, what about you?
It takes it to a whole new ballpark. Basically, everything he says, it just takes it to a whole different level than all the rest of them.
Okay, awesome. All right. Any particular sequence that stood out to you, or any particular actor maybe that stood out to you in the movie?
No, but you know what? Kong was more real in this movie than I've ever seen him. I mean, you felt for the guy. It was awesome.
Okay,
Epic.
Awesome. What about you?
Yeah, whoever they had playing the monkey did a really good job there. And I don't know who they had in the big lizard costume that time, but this was real good too.
Okay, very good, very good. Do you have a particularly favorite Godzilla or King Kong movie?
This would be it. Absolutely. This would be it.
Out of all of them?
Out of all of them, this would be it. Yeah.
It is a bold statement, but yeah, I'm coming out of the movie theater. I'm going to say the same thing. This is a really good one.
Very cool. Okay, awesome. Good to hear. So on our YouTube channel, we rate all the movies with 1 out of 5 reels, 5 being the best rating, 1 being the lowest. So out of 5 reels, how many reels would you give Godzilla vs. Kong?
I'm going to give it a 4.5 because you can't get much better than that.
Okay, 4.5.
I'm going to have to go with the 4. Of course, you always have classics like Star Wars out there. It's hard to beat those, but the new ones keep on coming out, and of course, they're fantastic. And I would say this is going to be a 4 for me.
Okay, 4 and 4.5. Okay, so overall satisfied, right? And clearly, you guys recommend the movie.
Recommend it.
Okay, very good.
Plot, we're just looking to go to an action movie and have a good time.
Awesome. Okay, awesome. Okay, well, thank you guys for being on the show. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much, and have a good rest of your evening. All right.
Okay, next up we have Mike. Mike, how are you doing this evening?
Great, fantastic.
Yeah, you must be because you just came out of Godzilla vs. Kong, right?
Absolutely pumped. It was a good movie to see.
All right. Well, tell us why it's such a good movie to see. Why are you so pumped about it?
So, growing up, I always grew up with all the monster movies, the black and whites, all the versions. Big nerd on it. I got my teenage children into it. They saw what I was into, so it has a little bit of a background from back when I used to watch it. They shadowed my footsteps. They followed all the monster movies. We've seen all the black and whites, all the versions, and it's just been great. It's good to see something refreshing.
Oh, nice. Okay. What did you like about this that you thought was so refreshing? I mean, what was maybe different or new about this movie versus previous installments?
What I really enjoyed about this movie was how they blended the Kong movie with the Godzilla movie. They brought in all the factors where it left off. They melded it really well together. And not only that, but emphasizing the other monsters. It was just all in all well thought out, and they threaded it really well. For me, I thought it was a really big monster experience.
Okay. Now, one thing that a lot of people are talking about are the sound and the visuals. I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
The sound and the visuals are absolutely key. Absolutely key. I mean, the visuals was most of it. Everybody wanted to see. I think I speak for everybody. We wanted to see the action sequences, how it played out, the storyboard, the storyline. It just worked out so well. The movie, the sound, everything was on cue. I mean, I sat there and killed a bowl of popcorn. I mean, it was right on cue. Popcorn and beer was just right on cue.
Definitely a theater movie, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so Mike, on our channel, we rate movies on a scale of 1 to 5 movie reels, obviously 1 being the lowest, 5 being the best. How many movie reels, and you can even go half reels too, how many movie reels would you give Godzilla versus Kong?
You know, as a movie buff and a monster buff, I give it 5.
You guys heard it from Mike. Come out to any theater and check it out. Not on HBO Max, right?
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Mike, for being with the Real Screeners tonight. You have yourself a nice evening, all right?
Thank you.
You take care.
We're back at the Alamo Drafthouse with Aaron and Zoe, who just got out of Godzilla vs. Kong 2021. And so let's get right down to it to get your reaction on this movie. So first of all, do you guys consider yourselves Godzilla or King Kong fans?
I'm a King Kong fan,
I like King
personally.
Kong too. Yeah.
So you guys are both Team Kong.
Team Kong all the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you familiar with the older King Kong movies?
Not really, no. I mean, we know the general story, but we never
Yeah.
watched the old
Just the
ones.
gist of it, but not. Yeah.
Okay. So not super diehard fans, but like you know enough, right?
Right,
Okay. Awesome. Okay. Regarding this particular movie, is there anything that stood out to you, whether it's positive or negative?
I really like the way they depicted Kong to like not be like such of a like monster, and that he had feelings, you know, with his, you know, I don't want to put any spoilers out there, but if you watch the movie, you'll see what I'm talking about.
humanized him.
They humanized him, and he's very sensitive to things. So when you guys watch the movie, you'll see more about that.
Cool.
Yeah.
What about you?
I mean, I'm not like a super big action movie person, but even though I'm not, it was still pretty good. It was entertaining. A little too much fighting and all that stuff for me, but it was good.
Okay, so maybe you would have appreciated a little bit more like story and character.
Yeah, like more of a storyline.
Okay, I can see that, absolutely. Okay, well, I mean, obviously, I guess most people flock to see this movie because of the action. So, what did you guys think of the special effects and like the sound, for example? Obviously, this is a movie where it's all about the special effects, right?
Well, I could definitely say with the lighting, I wouldn't recommend this movie for anybody who has like epilepsy or anything like that. But for me personally, I loved every bit of it.
Yeah, it's very stimulating, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The lighting was great. I think the sound was even better. It had really good sound. So.
Absolutely. Okay. So on our YouTube channel, we rate our movies from 1 to 5 movie reels, 5 being the highest rating, 1 being the lowest. So out of 5 movie reels, how many reels would you give this film?
I'm gonna give it a solid 3.5.
3.5.
Solid 3.5.
All right.
I would say a 3.
Okay.
This movie is solely based off of entertainment, I believe. The story is not really that strong, but it's enough to keep you going the whole time.
Yeah.
So,
Awesome. Well said.
You know, there's a lot of things in the movie that are not, of course, it's not supposed to be a realistic movie at all. But I think if you kind of take that out of your head that it's not supposed to be realistic, you'll enjoy it.
You'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, awesome. Well, thank you very much for being on the show. Thank you very much. Have a good night. Okay.
All right, guys, so this time around, we have some brothers and a sister here. We've got Dominic, Mia, and Angel. And so I'm going to go ahead and start off with Dominic. You seem the most excited about this. So what did you like about this movie so much?
It was cool. I liked the part where Godzilla and Kong were together to fight the Mega Godzilla.
I know, huh? That Mechagodzilla was incredible, right? He looked like he couldn't be beaten, right?
Yeah. With the axe of Kong, it could slice the hands because they're just metal.
Right. Yeah, and then Godzilla helped them. They teamed up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so what did you like about Godzilla and Kong teaming up against Mechagodzilla besides the fact that they chopped off his arm? Did you see Mechagodzilla turning bad? Did you think that was going to happen?
I think.
Yeah. What else? Is there anything else you liked about the movie, Dominic?
No.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to Mia here. Mia, you said you've seen some of the previous movies. How do you think this movie compares to maybe like the other Godzillas or maybe the Skull Island?
I think it was better. It was very much more better.
Is there anything specific you liked about this movie?
I really like how the animations were with Kong and Godzilla. Like back then we just had like play and like
Right.
toys.
Yeah, technology's come a long way, right? How realistic did it look? I mean, especially in Hong Kong.
It looked really real. I thought it was actually happening there.
Right. Cool. All right. I'm gonna go to you, Angel. Angel, obviously your brother and sister both liked the movie. Is there anything else you'd like to add about the movie?
I paid attention to a lot of details, so I was able to predict what was going to happen throughout the movie. Like they mentioned that skull thing was like an AI, so I figured if they're going to hook it up to a big robot, it's going to probably come to life. And I also predicted Godzilla and Kong were going to team up at some point because, I mean, they kind of were equaled out because of the axe.
Obviously, in this movie, you see Godzilla kind of won the fight, right? Like, he's the one that led up. I mean, did you think Godzilla was going to win that showdown, or did you think Kong was going to have the upper hand?
I mean, Kong is just monkey with axe, so I'm pretty sure he would have. It's more likely he would have lost.
So on our show, guys, we rate our movies on a scale of 1 to 5. 1 being the lowest, 5 being the best, and we call them reels. So how many reels, like movie reels, Dominic, on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the best, how many movie reels would you give this movie?
A 5.
A 5? It was that good, huh? Would you watch it again?
Yes.
How many times would you watch it again?
5.
5? Maybe 500? I know I would, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Thanks. Fist bump. Cool. All right, Mia, on a scale of 1 to 5, how many movie reels would you give this?
5.
5? Okay. What did you like the best about it?
The animations.
Cool. All right. And Angel, how about yourself? 1 to 5?
It'll be a little different. I thought it was a 4. I thought the plot between the two kids and that guy I forgot the name of. I forgot all their names. Was just a bit odd. Honest, just getting two random children and be like, oh yes, now we're friends and we just met. So that's kind of what I couldn't really get immersed because it didn't make sense.
Right. So I see you have a critical eye for movies. You know what? Maybe we should have you on our channel someday talking about another movie. That's awesome.
We're here at the Alamo Drafthouse with Kat and Ethan, who have just come out of Godzilla vs. Kong 2021. And so I just want your initial reaction. You were sitting in the theater, the movie ended. What did you think?
Oh my god, it went a lot better than what I had initially thought. Thank God.
Okay. So why is that?
Because I thought it was this whole thing like, who's gonna win, Kong or Godzilla? I was like in my mind, and I was like struggling to choose, and I didn't want to choose because I love them both. Okay. But then the ending, it was so much better. I was like,
than what you expected.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. What about you?
One word, wow, was what I thought as soon as it ended. I was like, wow, that was good.
So when you say wow, are you referring to the special effects, the fighting sequences? What was the wow factor for you?
Definitely the fighting. You know what? And the storytelling through the fighting, I think that was what really made me go, wow, that was actually pretty good.
The storytelling.
Yeah, because I mean, well, no one goes to a monster movie for the plot, but they still did some pretty good movie moments with the CGI. I was like, that's really good.
Really good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Would you guys consider yourselves Godzilla or King Kong fans?
Oh my god. Okay, I think I'd be like right here with Godzilla, maybe like right here with King Kong.
So King Kong, your Team Kong just
slightly more, yeah.
Okay, all right. So out of all of the, I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen previous Godzilla or King Kong movies. So how would you rank this one compared to the other ones? Do you guys like this one more? How does this one stand compared to the other ones?
I've always liked the King Kong from the one with Jack Black.
The one by Peter Jackson, yeah.
Yes, yeah. Like I've always liked that version of King Kong.
Okay.
But this one, like, even though he looks different, he's different, but it is still King Kong. I think I do like this one. They give him like so much character for a Titan. Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
This is definitely the best out of the movies that have been released so far, from the Godzillas and the King Kongs. Definitely the recent ones. Definitely the best. It kind of managed to encapsulate the vibe of both movies and put it into this one. So
okay. Awesome. Okay, very cool. On our YouTube channel, we actually rate our movies with movie reels. 5 reels being the highest rating rating that we can give a movie, 1 reel being the lowest. So out of 5 movie reels, how many would you give Godzilla vs. Kong?
I'd give it a 5. Yeah.
The highest rating.
Wow, I'd give it a 4. I'd give it a 4 movie reels, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Awesome.
And now we have Damaris and we have Raul. I'll start with you, Raul. Go ahead and just give me your general thoughts on the movie.
That was a lot to take in. It was nice. It was cool. I enjoyed it.
And what's your initial reaction, Damaris, on the movie?
Oh my god. Initial? Like straight out of the theater? Oh my god. I think my heart was still beating really fast from all the action that was going on. I was really amazed with everything that they put into the movie because it was not what I was expecting at all when I was going in. So.
Wow. You know, so that's interesting, right? Because a lot of people are expecting just like a major showdown, a lot of destruction, but I think you were telling me earlier that there was a little bit more to it that you didn't expect. So can you talk about that a little bit?
So obviously, I did expect a lot of action, but when they included, like you had mentioned, more human sort of aspects to it, like with the little girl and everything, it felt more like emotional than just like, oh my god, like it was a bit of both, but they got us with the, like there were some times where I'm pretty sure some people were like really, like it hit them more emotionally than it should have, but it was, yeah, I think that's what really made it different than us.
So did that make you more Team Kong or were you Team Godzilla?
No, more Team Kong.
Okay, how about you, Raul?
I was very in the middle, and I was surprised as to who, I guess, quote unquote, won. I did have my hopes for kind of like leaning towards Kong, but then it kind of made sense in the end, whoever ended up winning.
So a lot of people talk about being Team Kong. Why do you think people are leaning a lot toward his side?
Probably that whole idea of, you know, apes being close to humans, and you're gonna go ahead and vote for your team human. You know, not really, he was human, but yeah, opposable thumbs and kind of like the humanist statue. We kind of lean towards rooting for maybe someone that we can kind of relate to. Yeah.
So was there anything in the movie that you didn't expect, or were you pretty much like, okay, I knew this and this and this was going to happen?
I guess kind of the ending part, because I had a lot of this idea that it was going to be kind of like the previous Kong and Godzilla, and then kind of switched it up on me, and I was like pleasantly surprised. Yeah. I knew what was going to happen, but it didn't happen the way that I thought it was going to. The visuals were amazing. We've come a long way in terms of, you know, cinematography and CGI and everything. It looks really good, really up and close, and I feel like this is one of the movies where you have to see it in theater to actually admire the detail. It was beautiful more than anything too, especially the landscapes, and the monsters just look really detailed as well. Kind of, again, almost like real life skin.
Right. Okay, well, I mean, obviously it seemed like you guys really enjoyed the movie. So next, I'm going to go to your rating. So on our channel, what we do is we rate the movie on a scale of 1 to 5 movie reels, because we're the real screeners. So I'll start with Damaris. On a scale of 1 to 5 movie reels, how many reels would you give this?
Definitely 5 reels.
Awesome, right? Yeah. Your heart says that because it's still pounding, about to jump out of your chest, right? Okay. All right, Raul, and yourself?
3 reels.
3 reels, okay. Mm-hmm. Can you talk about that? Because, I mean, I find that interesting because a lot of people are like, oh, 4.5, 5. So can you talk about your 3 reel rating out of 5?
Okay, if I can do halves, then I'll do 3.5. But yes, because I came here for the monsters. I didn't expect the human talk. I liked the little girl, but I was mainly here for the monsters. So maybe, in my personal opinion, if I could have just upped the notch a little in terms of the human interaction, that would have been great.
Very good observation. Guys, I want to thank you for being on The Real Screeners tonight, guys. Hopefully we'll see you guys again at the Alamo Drafthouse, okay? Thank you so much. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you for having me.
All right, guys. Well, there you have it, guys. No one was disappointed with Godzilla vs. Kong, and honestly, can you blame them, Beto?
Absolutely not. This is a feast for the eyes.
And the ears, guys. So thank you for watching our audience reactions. Give us your comments down below. Tell us what you agree with or disagree with as far as everyone else's thoughts on the movie here, guys. And again, I just want to say thank you to the Alamo Drafthouse for having us back. It's been over a year because of COVID, and we are just thrilled to see moviegoers coming back into the theater, obviously with safety protocols, but hey, theaters are not dead. Long live theaters, guys. And like Beto said at the beginning of the video, if you like our reviews, please consider subscribing and of course like, share, and hit that notifications bell so that you know every time we upload a video. And until then, we'll see you guys at the theaters for our next audience reactions.